Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome back to Costanza, a podcast about something. I am your host, Joe Costanza, not to be confused with George Costanza from Seinfeld, and I'm here with my other host as usual.
Jake from State Farm.
This is episode 32, and I am here with my other co-host, Iceberg Mike, Jay Gooden, and Stefan.
Yo.
What's up? What's up?
And
by the way, it's not New Year's Day, just so you know.
I know, it's the first episode of 2025, though. But,
okay.
yeah. Tasha can't make it here today for personal reasons, but everybody else is here, and we're going to be talking about the best and worst of 2025. No, the most anticipated movies of 2025 and shows.
Last week.
I know, I'm all over the place right now. So, why is the fucking thing not working? All right. Anyways, so yeah, let's get started with this. Hello, Daniel. Welcome on in. So let's get started in the order of movie releases. Let me just go through, see which one's up first. Have it on my phone. Oh, okay. Well, we got a lot to talk about for this one. Coming out Valentine's Day, Captain America: Brave New World. What do y'all thoughts about
Valentine's Day?
Yep.
That's Valentine's
Yeah.
Day?
February 14th, right?
Yep.
Oh, well,
Okay.
I have some thoughts on it.
AKA the Incredible Hulk 2.
I also have some thoughts on that as well. Yeah.
Okay, so
I just hope that he does better in this movie than he did in the show.
Yeah.
my
sure.
thoughts are, how the heck is Captain Falcon pretty much going to fight Red Hulk? Why are they giving him the Hulk villains?
I don't know.
What
I
do
don't
you have to
fucking
do
know.
against him?
All right.
Even if he got a super soldier serum, he wouldn't stand even a quarter of a chance. He'd be ripped in half within 2 milliseconds.
And
So-
okay, regular Hulk is bad enough. It's the Red Hulk that he's dealing with. The guy can fucking burst into flames at any moment. How the fuck is he gonna do that?
Wait, no, Hulk is the villain?
Red Hulk. It's a different type of Hulk.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it just makes
Yeah.
no sense at all. Like, how are you gonna have the leader and fucking Red Hulk, but not Mark Ruffalo's Hulk? Like, where the fuck is he? Are they hiding
Yeah.
him Tobey and Andrew style?
I mean-
Is he just not in there? Like, what the hell?
Right.
Yeah,
Like-
they edited him out the trailer.
I mean, they teased the leader at the end of The Incredible Hulk for like a sequel for the film that never happened, although it was planned. And then we just never saw him ever again. And now they're just giving him to Falcon, which I believe that, in my opinion, Bucky should have been the Captain America, in my opinion. I just think that works a lot better. And I also...
Yeah.
Oh, he has to be a thunderbolt, a yucca.
Yeah, and I also didn't like him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think that show was just ass.
Yeah,
was.
it wasn't
Right.
that bad. I mean, it wasn't that good. Sorry.
Right.
But yeah, my thoughts on it. Definitely could be good, but I definitely think it'll probably most likely be bad. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I would say one thing about the Brave New World. I want to go say this. So, I really feel like that they're doing MCU shenanigans again, which is actually more of a good thing than the bad thing. Where it's like, okay, so we have Falcon trying to fight Red Hulk, Harrison Ford's Red Hulk. I really feel like they're probably trying to like tie into like a much greater story. And the fact that we've been seeing this type of unique pattern where, like, certain villains or certain characters usually meet in certain particular stories. And what better way to introduce a Hulk than an actual fight? So I really feel like Red Hulk is probably like a recipe, or like probably like an ingredient to a recipe for something that's far greater. I really feel like that's what's probably going to go happen. And maybe this is kind of like testing the waters of this Red Hulk Harrison Ford character with how it's his first debut in this particular MCU. So it could be that. I really feel like this is at the same time probably like Falcon's one of his greatest fights that he'll ever have. That can probably help define his character in a sense
Maybe
going forward.
I just think it's
Yeah.
like Marvel's attempt at like, okay, we can't make a Hulk movie, so where can we shove Red Hulk and Leader into? Or maybe it could,
that's what it sounds like.
or maybe it could set up a World War Hulk
could make a
movie.
Hulk
So,
movie.
like I said, maybe it's setting up for World War Hulk. Who knows? But there have been
Even
several
then-
rumors that that they're gonna make a movie after Secret Wars. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Even
So
then, I feel like
yeah. So let me just finish up real quick. I really feel like that ties in with my theory with what's going on with that, because it's probably like an insight to something greater, like to World War Hulk. At the same time, it's gonna be like something that's gonna like be like a step up towards like Falcon's character overall, like how he handles those type of big situations and those type of characters. Right. So this is probably gonna be like a big highlight for him at the same time. And also a big highlight for what's to come for this next phase or its newest phase of the MCU. So it's kind of like a win-win if you think about it. So I'm actually for it. I'm actually pretty intrigued. Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
But something that's not going to be a win at all, and it's going to be a mega flop, coming out March 21st. Snow White.
Damn! I had.
I don't even want to talk about that movie.
I had something else I wanted to say about the Brave New World, but all right.
Okay, do you want to talk about Brave New World? Sorry, just make it brief.
I just wanted to bring up the point. I don't know if everyone saw What If the last season. They had a Avengers with Max versus Apex Hulk, and that was a way better storyline than what Brave New World sounds like they're gonna give us. Like, I don't understand why this story exists. Like,
yeah, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, Snow White starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot, who is like the most fucking like plain actress I've ever seen. But yeah, they're doing another live action fucking classic movie. They're ruining yet another one.
How do these movies track? Like, how much money do they make in the box
Is
office?
Mufasa doing any good? Because I heard that movie's doing
The
pretty
only
good.
one that did decently well, and by decently well I mean top fucking 10 of all time, was The Lion King. That's it.
Really?
Yeah. So
Really?
like,
When I went to see The Lion King, I don't know, I just didn't really like it so much.
yeah,
I guess that's the reason why they're making a new.
Disney's like basically cash grabbing everybody. Like, hey, here's your money. We know you love The Lion King. We know you love Snow White and all that. So just give us the money. And I think people need to boycott this film and Disney in general because one, they're pieces of shit right now, and two, why are they making a fucking live action Snow White movie? Just make original stuff. Make new stuff. We don't want this. We don't want live action remakes of other stuff. There's 3 that are coming out this year.
Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what Disney does. Like, I don't care what Disney does with its new movies. Do whatever you want. Put whatever you want in it. Don't ruin the old movies.
Yeah, for real.
Or just make some good shit.
Exactly.
I really feel like it's this because they're trying to really cash in on nostalgia so hard that, like, okay, we can be blatantly lame and lazy at the same time. With executing this particular idea. And we really feel like that will be enough to win over the audience because Disney makes money anyway, right, guys and gals? So you know, they just want to go the lazy way out without necessarily trying. And even when they do try, it's very disappointing because they really can't execute, these live action versions of the beloved stories that we just grew up with. It's crazy. And I really feel like some people are under pressure. Maybe it has something to do with the SAG-AFTRA strike, who knows? But I really feel like them just going about this in the worst way possible, and I'm looking at you, Mufasa, as well. I really feel like they just pretty much lost their touch you know, I think they got lost in the sauce. Let's just say. I really feel like this thing really got lost in the sauce because they really have fell hard into like some deep times where people are even questioning the main studio and the main studio heads in itself. They need IPs that it's so bad to the point with Disney where like they need IPs that they literally bought, you know, to help make the money. Star Wars is like, for the most part, unless we're talking about Mandalorian and Andor, they're really not doing a really good job. They're really having
they're
a
going
very
down. Both Marvel and Star Wars are heavily going down, but that's a different story.
So it's really, really bad right now. So and the fact that now we're looking at their main IPs and that they're going down like this, it's making me really worry if Disney is really a former show of itself. I really feel like it's more of a horror show with how they're going about the way how they execute. Yeah. It's just been piss poor after piss poor after piss poor audience, where it's like now when the next live action IP that is based on what we cherished the most as a kid is gonna go down the shitter just as much as the same way as the latest movies. And I really feel like they're not going to learn the lesson. Disney's not going to learn the lesson because it's going to be such a plateau where it's like they're only going to help recuperate with just enough sales to go over the budget with these movies. And that's going to be enough because they're cashing in on billions anyway on Walt Disney Worlds and all your favorite theme parks that you only go once or twice a year. So if you really want me to go dive into this whole Disney flop, we can go there because I really feel like this is a problematic thing that's going to happen in the next 5 or even 10 years.
We can save that for another episode, but Jake and Bird, you got any thoughts about Snow White?
Yeah, I got some thoughts. Yeah. This whole Disney live action thing just reminds me of when they try to make animes into a live action. It's like, it doesn't work. Like,
it doesn't work.
Like the One Piece show is obviously a huge exception to the rule. That was really good. I still don't understand the sorcery behind that, but pretty much every other attempt to put an anime into live action is like horrible. And you would think that Disney would have seen that, and be like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this. And then I feel like the reason why they're doing this is the same reason why like Sony keeps making those stupid not Spider-Man movies. They're just trying to fucking bank off the IP. And like if you don't use it, you lose it type shit. That's what it feels like they do. It feels like some bigger copyright thing. That's why they keep doing this shit. Because no one asked for this Snow White movie. I don't understand why this is being made.
Nobody asked for half this shit. Yeah.
Right.
Jake, you got any thoughts?
The thing is, part of me questions like, did Disney ever come up with their own ideas? A lot of those original.
No, they haven't really.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they stole that from fucking German stories.
Like 90% of their shit is from Aesop's fables.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Pinocchio. That was like a
Ain't
fairy tale story from like Germany and stuff. Like all that stuff was just borrowed from like fairy tales and folklore from like other countries, and then they put it in.
That is true. Disney never had original ideas.
Claimed it was theirs, and you know, and they always changed the ending as well. The endings were always dark in the original one.
The only original ideas they had were the Pixar stuff and that fucking mouse. That's it.
Yeah.
That fucking mouse that I hate.
The mouse ain't even theirs no more.
Yeah, and like I heard that was also public domain too. So yeah.
That's true.
I do want to.
The original,
yeah. Jay, you can continue if you want. I do have one more thing to go say.
Oh no, I'm done.
We got a really good one after this, so make it brief.
Okay, I'll make it brief. Okay, so I really feel like this is really a hot take. Really hope I don't offend like a lot of people here. All right, I really feel like Disney has steeped down so far to the point where it's like they're no longer the cool kids in Hollywood. They're no longer they're no longer the innovators of Hollywood. I really feel like Disney, almost like Apple Computer or Apple Incorporated, where like they shell out every single new iPhone, and like they only upgrade. This is probably like with all cell phone markets too. They shell out an upgrade where it's like only one particular thing that is kind of cool, but it's like nothing that we really asked for. And it's like, if you have it, I guess you can be flashy for 6 months, and then after that, it kind of just falls flat. I really feel like Disney is like they're pretty much backing down to being like the Apple of the Dark Ages from like the mid '90s, where Steve Jobs. I feel like I'm gonna keep one more minute. I feel like that's really where they are as a former shell of themselves, because if you ask me, I was a '90s kid. I feel like the most original stuff that they ever really done for the company was either from the '80s or the '90s, which was the cartoon shows and even some of the other type of shows that they had on television. I really feel like that's like their shining grace. But other than that, I don't really feel like Disney is just really touching on aspects of who they once was. I just don't. I think that the Magic Kingdom is on a. I think that well is on a run dry, for sure. And it's going to be really, really problematic when profits. That it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks as soon as they realize, probably sooner. And if they don't right this ship, I really feel like Mickey Mouse is not going to get the Mickey Mouse bucks anymore.
Right.
I would argue that there is potential there, because people didn't like the Acolyte, but I saw potential there. If they would have let that maybe marinate a little bit more, maybe fix how the villain got revealed.
Yeah.
Maybe not use twins.
But I think
that's what really messed it up.
I think the Acolyte is like in its own separate ballpark, but yeah, I think.
Well, it's part of the bigger problem, because of I didn't want to harp on that. You have X-Men '97, you have the Deadpool movie. There's probably like a couple more examples I can't think of.
Yeah,
right now,
and speaking of good Disney stuff, the last Marvel thing I'm seeing until probably Secret Wars or X-Men '97 Season 2. Daredevil Born Again, coming out March 4th.
Oh yeah.
That stuff is gonna. I think it's gonna help save Disney.
Yeah.
And they keep on with this good trend.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a lot to say about this. So I loved the original like Netflix show that's not on Netflix anymore, but whatever.
Well, that's good because this is season 4.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was so like. After I was done watching season 3, I'm like, I want more, and I had to wait years for it to come out. And you know, I saw Daredevil, the Defenders, and the Punisher show as well, and I'm happy that that's making a return, because I really, really loved it. Like when I watch Daredevil and I watch other like Disney Plus shows, I'm like, it doesn't even compete. It feels like it's a completely different like thing altogether, almost. And I'm kind of hoping that Disney doesn't mess this up. I hope they make it more like the original show, and not try to like screw it over like they do with their own shows on Disney Plus.
Yeah, so I think that like look, we haven't seen the trailer yet, but from what I've seen so far, it looks like it's gonna hold up to the original show. So yeah, I think we'll have nothing to worry about.
I haven't been keeping up with it either, but the little small tidbits I learned about it, like they were actually going to throw, and then they rewrote everything and got back actors that originally weren't going to be in it, like Foggy and Karen weren't going to be in it at first, but they're in it now. So it's like, all right, you corrected the ship. You pulled a Sonic the Hedgehog. Instead of going with the first option, you went back to the drawing board and fixed it.
Yeah.
So I think Daredevil's gonna be fine.
We'll see. But with every good, there always comes a bad. So on April 4th, 2024, Minecraft.
Oh,
Why?
no.
Why?
No.
No.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a
no.
buck with you.
No.
When I went to see Sonic 3 and they played this trailer, because I didn't see the trailer beforehand. I saw Minecraft live action, like, nope. I don't care.
I am Steve.
I saw that trailer, boy.
25, yeah, sorry.
Oh, that shit's gonna be ass.
So
Yeah, it's the worst thing I've ever seen.
So I feel like this, bro. Like, and just hear me out on this, guys. Why the heck are these studios not utilizing animation to such a high degree?
This screams to be animated. I don't know why it's live action.
We're lucky we didn't get another live action Mario, and Nintendo's like, no, we're making this animated. And we're gonna make the Despicable Me motherfuckers make it.
It's like, bro.
I love it that Nintendo did that, by the way.
Yeah,
I really love it too. I love it too. I totally agree with you, Jake. I totally agree with you on that. Why the heck? Who in the right mind? What director thought that this was a good idea to make the characters live action in a 3D CGI animated modeled world? Why don't you just make these actors voice act blocky characters in a world that doesn't necessarily take away from surprise, the pizzazz, the appeal, the attention of this Minecraft world? Is that really so hard? They failed from frame one, guys. They did.
I think it's because like they want to touch on like the live action stuff, like they want to get that live action money. So I think that's the reason why they're looking at Disney and saying, "Oh, Disney's doing that. Why don't we do it?" And I think this is the result of it.
No, it might be something else. It's either they're too lazy or they're like, you know what? We don't want to animate Jack Black.
That could be true. Plus, seeing Jack Black on the screen,
yeah, Jack Black voiced Bowser in the Mario movie.
He did. That's
what he could clearly be a voice actor. He doesn't have to be on screen.
Yeah,
he does not have to be on screen.
Give him a music.
You know what I feel like they did? I feel like they just wrote a first draft of a script, said let's throw in Jason Momoa and Jack Black. People watch this movie. That's what they did.
Also,
I hate when you star power to get people
Minecraft.
Come on, man, make a good movie.
Also, I found out that this is directed by the same guy who made Napoleon Dynamite, so that guy had a huge fall off. So
not the way to go out.
Freaking idiot. But anyways, have any of you seen The Accountant 1?
No.
It's with Ben Affleck.
Wait, The Accountant?
Yeah, Jake, you and I have seen it. The Accountant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen The Accountant.
There's a second one coming out.
Remember it.
Yeah, there's a second one coming out April 25th, but we don't need to get into that. But May 2nd, the next Marvel movie, which I'm giving a side eye on, Thunderbolts, which that's probably not even the official title. They might call it the Dark Avengers.
It's gonna end up being called Dark Avengers, the movie. They're gonna pull a Captain America and a Winter Soldier type thing.
Wait. First of all, why? Because Thunderbolts is that's the actual team name in the Marvel comics.
Marvel doesn't care at this point.
They butchered Secret Invasion.
Aaron Zemo's not even in this movie.
They butchered What If and Secret Invasion, so anything's possible.
Oh, Secret Invasion. We don't talk about that.
It's so crazy because it's like, because at this point you're really not giving any other type of team affiliation a chance, because now everyone has to be the adventures. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, dude.
Yeah,
there is a Dark Avengers
they're just bringing
team,
in a random fucking team, like these a bunch of C to D-list characters except Bucky, that nobody. Well, actually, Yelena's pretty good, and John Walker. Okay, low A to high C tier characters, except Taskmaster, who's an F tier. You just get a random name out of a hat. And just you know what? Fuck it. Let's have this person on and this person on. We're not gonna have Zemo or fucking Abomination or Thunderbolt Ross himself.
Zemo needs to be here. He's the leader of the team. Him being absent makes me not even want to see the movie, to be honest with you.
Right. That's what I'm saying,
that's like not having Cyclops part of the X-Men. It's fucking
Exactly,
ridiculous.
Exactly, dog.
Oh, don't worry, you served this purpose, getting killed off in the third one.
Yellow spandex. Anyways, oh, did you see that tweet or the interview, by the way, where somebody asked him like who pulls off the yellow better, Sonic or Wolverine, and he's like, oh yeah, probably Supersonic, and I said he still hates the yellow spandex. So, anyways, side tangent.
Black leather.
But yeah, Thunderbolts looks. I'd be surprised if this looks good. The poster at least looks good, but it's still dumb. Coming out May 23rd, arguably my most anticipated movie of 2024, and I have to specify, or 2025, and I have to specify movie because there's something else that I'm excited for that's related to a show. But coming out May 23rd, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Very looking forward to this. Like,
I loved what was it, Dead Reckoning or something?
Yeah, the most recent one.
Yeah,
that was Dead Reckoning. I really liked that one.
You know what's funny? They called it Part 1, but then they're not naming the sequel Part 2.
Well, it's basically Part 2. It's basically Part 2.
Final Reckoning.
Yeah, it's the final. It's like Infinity War and Endgame. It's not technically called Infinity War Part 2, but let's be real, it is.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't put it in the title, Avengers Infinity War Part 1.
I don't care. This was like a last minute thing, because they're like, you know what, Tom Cruise is probably tired, and we're running out of ideas, so let's just make this the last one. And
it's the Final Reckoning.
Just put like Dead Reckoning Part 2 and then subtitle the final chapter there.
that would be a long ass fucking title. You want like a fucking Wreck-It Ralph 2 or Birds of Prey type of title where it's like it takes up the entire screen like Kingpin from Spider-Verse. Jesus.
Was it like the 9th movie, Mission Impossible 9, The Final Reckoning,
We're serious. This is the very last one. Tom Cruise is not going to do this until he's 90. Like, come on, dude. But anyways, from what I've seen
and
so
the
far,
emancipation of Tom Cruise.
From what I've seen, it looks really good. Tom Cruise is hanging off a moving plane, which, I mean, that's probably his big fucking like stunt. So it sounds fun. It sounds really, really fun. And on the same day, something that's clearly going to beat this, Lilo and Stitch live action.
No.
Serious?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
It's not gonna beat it.
That's
I know.
not,
it's
that's
sarcasm.
like making
Yeah.
Impossible live action, bro.
Yo, are you serious?
Bro.
Yeah.
Wait, they're making a live action of that too?
Yep, Lilo and
No.
Stitch. They announced that last year. So, yep. Lilo and Stitch is in live action. So that's why I said they're making like 2 or 3 of them. So.
Disney is
Alright, so here's the thing about Disney. Like, me and my friends had a discussion about Disney like a couple days ago, and I remember Joe and Iceberg were discussing Disney with Mr. Sonic in a Mario Kart stream a couple months ago. But here's the thing: when we talk about Disney, nobody here has an issue with old Disney, like the old classic movies and stuff. Everybody here has an issue with new Disney. And the reason why that is because Disney, a lot of the stuff that they are creating isn't good. There's some stuff that's good, but a lot of it just isn't good.
It's a little more nuanced than that, but I'll give it to you.
But Disney once in a while now can come out with a good movie like Deadpool versus Wolverine or Inside Out 2, but a lot of the stuff that Disney makes isn't good because they're just not listening to their audience. And that's the reason why they're getting panned on the Sonic movie doing better than Mufasa, because instead of just taking the L and realizing that Disney has to do better and not being a sore loser because Sonic is doing better in the box office.
Oh yeah, they are such sore losers. I heard about what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
basically,
What
first
are
of
they
all,
doing?
they're trying to buy Sonic, first of all, and second of all, apparently Disney is threatening theaters to, like, not show Sonic 3 or, like, show it less than Mufasa and have more screenings for Mufasa, so...
they're paying them.
Yeah, they're basically paying them. So
because a lot of
Right.
those
Yo, they trying to
theaters
do
are run
movie
by Disney.
payola.
Yeah, they are.
Basically,
They are.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Because they're still losers. They're still losers.
yeah,
Yo,
they-
that
they-
sounds like the people that were hating on Sonic 1, the Birds of Prey people. That's what it sounds.
And I'm
they
telling you this
probably
right
were
now.
for Disney. So.
Like, how is this blue rodent doing better than our movie?
They better not buy Sonic. They better not buy my blue boy.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're going to.
Sega ain't gonna let that happen.
I don't think they're
Yeah,
going
Sega's
to.
not gonna make that
Tasha's
happen.
gonna storm the fucking headquarters. Not actually FBI, but
They-
still,
yeah,
she's gonna
the
storm the
thing-
headquarters. If they do that.
If you think if you think Tasha gonna do some damage, when I go over there, I'm gonna raise some hell too, dog. I promise you that.
There's gonna be a
I'm
whole
raising hell
army
too.
of just
I'm gonna be
Sonic
with-
fans.
I'm probably gonna do worse than her. I'm gonna do worse than her.
No, I think she'll probably like you two will probably have competition. Like, let's see who fucks up Disney more.
Right. But to
found
finish,
you,
what I was
Again, this
yeah,
is a
to
joke.
finish what I was saying before, I want to like Disney. I'm assuming we all want to like Disney, but Disney just hasn't been creating good stuff. Like, I want to go with my family to see a good Disney movie that came out recently, but like, I want to see a new Disney movie with my family, but Disney just has to create good stuff, and they can't be a bunch of sore losers when a movie is doing better than them at the box office. They just have to take the L and realize that their movie isn't doing so good, or at least be somewhat happy that at least their movie is at least making money in the box office, because a lot of their Disney movies hasn't been good, and they finally have something in the box office. So instead of being sore losers because a movie is doing better in the box office, they should learn from this and make their movies better and like learn from this and stuff instead of being petty.
I got a question.
Yeah, but hey, isn't Mufasa the #1 movie in the world? Sarcasm.
Not in this reality.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Mm.
What was The Lion King 2 about?
I think it had to do with Simba, like him ruling the Pride Lands, because obviously from the first movie, Mufasa passed away, Scar passed away, so it was about Simba and Simba taking over, and I think the new line of I guess heir to the thrones, because Simba had a daughter.
All right, so it sounds like they're
yeah.
leaving money on the table, because they could have did a prequel to Lion King about Scar and why he got corrupted, like he got corrupted. They're doing the same thing with Wicked Witch of the West, giving her a glow up. Do the same thing for Scar.
Yeah, but the whole Wicked musical play has been out for like a long time now. Like this stuff, I like Mufasa and the Scar origin stuff is new. The Scar origin story would definitely be a cool idea to see the change from him becoming.
I mean, we want Disney to do original ideas. Go with that one.
Because Transformers literally did the same thing, and they did it much better. So, like, it just seems like Disney is just milking The Lion King because it did so well, and it's considered the greatest Disney movie ever. Which it is.
I feel like you could kill two birds with one stone, though. You want to dip into the Lion King well, do a prequel, make it about Scar. This way you get a new idea, and you get to dip in the well for a bit.
They did.
Wait, but
isn't Mufasa?
Isn't Mufasa? And yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's basically the plot of it. Yeah.
Oh, that's the plot of Mufasa?
That's kind of it. Yeah, that's
why wasn't this animated?
Like I said, that's basically Transformers 1 but bad. Like it's you know how like it showed the origins of Optimus Prime and Megatron. This is basically the origins of Mufasa and Scar. So that's basically it. And they did a horrible job at it.
Because I refuse to watch anything live action. So I
give them props for trying to do something new with Mufasa. At least they're not milking another live action Disney movie. But because of the way they handled themselves with the Sonic movie, I'm not going to see Mufasa in the movie theaters.
Yeah, but anyways, moving on.
I wasn't gonna see it anyway.
coming out May 30th. A movie starring Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan, Karate Kid Legends, which apparently...
Yeah, I heard that's going to be good.
I don't know that much about it.
I don't know if I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know that much about it. Does it take place after Cobra Kai or like before? I don't fucking know, but either way...
Honestly, I don't know. It might take place... It might either take place after or maybe like in the middle of Cobra Kai, because you also got to realize Ralph Macchio in this film is an adult. It's not like the original Karate Kid movies where he was a kid.
I know.
So it either has to take place before Cobra Kai, during Cobra Kai, or after Cobra Kai. I guess we'll find out.
My question is, it's probably like, is it like a spin-off or something, or like something else, or is it like related to Karate Kid in some way? Because apparently, I don't know if you've seen the reboot, but Jackie Chan is Mr. Miyagi in the reboot, so they're having him in this movie along with Ralph Macchio, so it's like a weird fucking multiverse thing, or was there like a second Mr. Miyagi that just so happened to be in the same universe as the original? So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, that's really weird because it's like the Karate Kid, the one with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, that served as a reboot. Yeah, so that's a very good question that you bring up. But now it's kind of pretty much winding into Cobra Kai meets Karate Kid reboot, and now we don't even know what the heck's going on. So it is kind of weird, and I'm kind of intrigued because I like the original Karate Kid, and Ralph Macchio, like he did his thing in Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai was great. Cobra Kai is pretty good. So maybe they may have him as like probably like the full on appeal to get people in seats. But then again, Jackie Chan's right there too. He usually gets people in seats, cool. But like, the concept of it, I definitely want to go see what's going on with that, because maybe this may answer the question. Was the Karate Kid reboot with Jaden Smith? Was it really a reboot at all? Maybe it's probably the next step, but or maybe the next chapter. But if anyone watched Cobra Kai, and it's just like, I'm not trying to say no spoilers here, right?
I mean, I didn't, but you could go ahead.
You did?
I didn't see it, but you
didn't see it? Oh, okay. Right.
You can spoil it because I'm probably not gonna see it, but.
The original Miyagi, he did pass away in Cobra Kai. So, and Cobra Kai takes place after the films, and even Cobra Kai itself, the series, kind of like pretty much hashes up on that about what happened with the original earlier films from the 80s. So, and everything that happened up to that point leads to Cobra Kai. So now the fact that we're seeing Jackie Chan, kind of like what Joe said, with his whole multiverse thing, I want to go see how this actually works. Is it actually really connected? And if it is, it has so much plot holes to begin with. It's like, because I'm pretty sure Jackie Chan said that he's Mr. Miyagi in reboot. Did he not?
I don't know. Probably. I'm assuming. Jake, you got anything to say about this?
Well, I don't know enough about this movie to really say anything.
None of us know. So.
Okay.
I remember watching the first Karate Kid, and I watched like the second one, I believe, but I don't even remember the second one, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
I don't really have much to say about this movie because. So you guys think there's gonna be like plot holes in this movie or something?
Yeah.
Or like a continuity error.
Yeah,
that's a better term. That's a better term.
Yeah, my prediction is that I think it's going, personally, at least for me, I think it's going to take place maybe right before Cobra Kai, because in the first episode of Cobra Kai, we never saw Mr. Miyagi, but they've been doing this like mystery in Cobra Kai, what Miyagi did to get himself in trouble, like what happened at the tournaments. So maybe this can explain more and go more into depth what happened with Mr. Miyagi, like what happened, with the whole, well, not with the whole tournament stuff, but it goes more into like what happened with Mr. Miyagi after the Karate Kid and before Cobra Kai, what happened like with the tournaments and like how like all that stuff happened. Because I think with this series, I think it's going to go, or the series of the movie, I think it's going to go through what happened after the Karate Kid, and then when Mr. Miyagi passed away and what he didn't tell Daniel LaRusso. And I think that's going to, it's pretty much going to be a prequel to Cobra Kai. my prediction, but I could be wrong.
Maybe, but we'll see. And then coming out June. Oh wait, shit! I forgot one thing. Coming out April 22nd. Where is it? Andor season 2.
Let's go.
I'm about to see a trailer, no footage, and it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, I have high hopes for this, and this is coming from someone who's kind of like on a downward spiral for Star Wars. So, yeah, I think this and Mando are like the last two things going for for Star Wars, and I'm very looking forward to this because season 1 was it was amazing. And I can't wait to see where Andor goes from here, because this is the final season, and I'm pretty sure it might pull a Rogue One and take place like 10 minutes before like Rogue One, so who knows.
10 minutes before he finds that guy in the beginning of the movie.
It's like at the end he just meets K2SO, like, and then that's how they end it. Just do like a handshake, or he just body slams him like, "Congratulations, you are being rescued," or some shit like that. But yeah, I think it looks fantastic from what I've seen. They showed us like a little sneak peek, but I already know that this is gonna be good. If it's being made by the same guys, it could be great. So yeah,
Star Wars needs
that boy is our last hope. So and also coming out June 6th. Another movie that I'm actually pretty excited for. It's not John Wick 5, but it is a prequel to John Wick. Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas and also Keanu Reeves. So
yeah.
So I've seen the trailer for it. It looks basically like a female John Wick, but done well. And I think I think it's like there are some ballerinas I think in one of the movies, and I think she might be one of them, I think. And I don't really know much about this movie, but I'm just happy. I'm just looking forward to seeing more John Wick. So, Jake, you got any thoughts?
Did she kill 3 henchmen with a pencil?
Probably. I don't know. Might be a fucking pen. But Jake, what are your thoughts about it?
I don't know. Well, was she in any one of the movies?
No.
John Wick?
No, she
No.
wasn't.
Oh.
But yeah.
But it's part of that universe, right?
Yes, it is.
Like the
It's before the first movie, I think. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Coming
out.
They don't have too many places to go after 4. They kind of painted themselves into a corner there.
I don't know. Like I did hear John Wick 5 might be happening, but I really don't know, because I think Keanu might be tired of it. So who knows? They're coming out June 13th. It's not Disney, but they are making a live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie, which.
What?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
A live action How to Train Your Dragons movie?
Yeah. I don't know who stars. Let me see.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. It looks
the poster says the legend is real.
Yeah.
Yo.
It says on the top.
God.
No, just stop. Quit while you're ahead. One Piece was fine. I don't need any more live anything from fiction. Like, I'm good.
Okay, the only one I recognize from the cast is Fire Fist from Deadpool 2, but that's about it.
Maybe DreamWorks might do better than Disney. Who knows?
Oh yeah, it's a different studio.
I don't know. We'll see. Who's the main guy from? Absolutely nothing I know. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, cool, I guess. But have any of you seen 28 Days Later?
No.
Okay, well, we'll skip that. Coming out July 2nd. Jurassic World Rebirth. They're making another one of these.
Another one?
Yeah.
God, the other one was bad enough.
With Scarlett Johansson. So I think it's either like a
Scarlett Johansson's in the movie. You gotta watch it, yucca.
I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck this is about.
I don't even care.
You don't have to know. Scarlett Johansson's here. Give us money.
You know what I think it's about? The dinosaurs that psycho little girl that let loose in the previous film.
God.
How was that a good idea?
That would be fucking hilarious. Just
when
like,
they say
where
clever
are
girl,
they
they
now?
meant Scarlet.
But yeah, I don't know. Cool, I guess. Like they're milking the fucking franchise. Who cares?
Let's endanger the lives of thousands of civilians because animal cloning shit.
And coming out July 11th. Here we go. Superman.
So that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire.
Yeah. I don't know who the main guy is, but I've seen the trailer for it, and I gotta say,
I haven't seen the trailer.
Yeah,
it
you
kinda
might
looks
want to.
okay.
You might want to go watch that.
It looks okay. I mean, like it does have potential of being good, but I don't really give a shit about DC anymore. So.
I mean, this is their reboot. This is the James Gunn.
It is.
I mean,
This is it.
it feels like a homage to the
daddy.
original Christopher Reeve movie. So.
That's exactly.
And I think that, like, I mean, I love the Christopher Reeve movie, but it's not going to convince me enough to go see this movie. Like, yeah, Crypto's in there, Lex Luthor's in there. I'm pretty sure a fucking Lantern's in there, but I don't care. Like, none of those are going to convince me to watch this.
I'm gonna watch it because it kind of gives me vibes of the original Batman animated series and the Superman animated series, like with the whole Art Deco vibe. Like they actually look like they went to the comics and tried to put that on screen instead of just tinting the room black and playing the wackest butt rock you could find. Like they actually are. It feels like they're trying with this movie. So I'm gonna give it an earnest shot.
I'll give it a watch to see. I'll give it a chance at least.
And it's James Gunn. Like, it's almost guaranteed to be all right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Wait, it's James Gunn directing it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You like Guardians, so.
I do like Guardians, but yeah, I'm giving this a side eye.
No, I as you should, but I would say give it a chance anyway.
We'll see, but I don't. Oh shit, I don't give a fuck about a Smurfs movie. We'll just move on from that. July 25th. Fantastic Four.
I look at this image of we go to the next one.
There's been so many Smurfs movies, though.
I don't know.
Do those ever do well? Because like they announce them and then like crickets.
But yeah, Fantastic Four: The First Steps. I don't know.
I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you. They've had 4 attempts to get Fantastic Four right. This has to be good.
Yeah.
Like real talk. Like I don't know nothing about this movie other than like the people who were casted for it. Like I didn't see trailers, nothing. Like I'm just like, yo, it has to be good. Cause if it's not, Fantastic Four is cooked. Like just throw them in the Marvel vault. Like we can't get Fantastic Four right after 4 movies. Like seriously, it has to be good.
Yeah, I guess. I might rather watch this over Superman, but it could be good, could be bad. I don't know. But next up, August 15th, Jake, you're definitely gonna love this. There's gonna be a Nobody 2.
Oh yeah, I loved the first Nobody.
Dude, the first Nobody is one of the best action movies I've ever seen. If you have not seen that, watch it. It's fucking awesome.
Like, Nobody?
Nobody, with Bob Odenkirk and Christopher Lloyd.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm not gonna spoil much about it, but you'll love it.
In the beginning, I think it starts off a little slow, but trust me, it really picks up. Like, it gets really good. Trust me.
The first half is like, okay, you just get to know the guy, but the second half, like, as soon as he's on, like, a bus, that's when it starts getting really good, and I'm very looking forward to this one, because I gotta say, I don't know if I'm more hyped for this or Mission Impossible, but this is definitely, like, top 3 for me.
Oh, yeah.
October 3rd, this caught my eye. Apparently, there's a Michael Jackson biopic coming out.
What?
Nice.
Directed by the guys who made Bohemian Rhapsody, so yeah.
That sounds like a good movie.
I don't know. We haven't seen much about it, but they better not screw it up.
Cash grabbing.
They better not screw it up because apparently, according to everybody, Michael Jackson was like the most popular person like on the planet at some point. So
Exactly, yeah.
There was a time.
Bohemian Rhapsody was a really good movie, though, so I'm sure the Michael Jackson movie, hopefully it's good.
I guess, yeah, but we'll see. Something that might also be good. They're making a Tron 3, Tron Ares, coming October 10th. But
that I'm interested in.
A big red flag is that Jared Leto's in it.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
If he's the bad guy and he stays masked the whole time, then it might be fun.
He's an AI apparently, so that I guess they know how his acting is. So we'll just see if he nails that.
Damn kid.
Wait, Jared Leto with Tron Ares as
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's an AI, yeah. So that's the best he can.
Was
That's probably the best he can afford in this movie. Is just like, yeah, I'll be an AI. Fuck it. Like my acting's not good. You've seen
Wait a minute.
Morbius.
But wait a minute. You need intelligence to be an artificial intelligence.
Oh,
He's just artificial.
Damn.
Damn kid.
He's just artificial.
It's
He's
just
an A without the I.
It's just A. That's it. It's just...
Like it's just A. There's no I.
You're not
involved.
even intelligent, you're artificial.
You don't even deserve the I. It's just A.
The I is getting taken out.
That's
You don't even deserve the A, we're taking that too. Now you have no movie.
Watch that actually be his name in the movie. A.
That'd be funny. But coming October 24th, Mortal Kombat 2. I haven't seen the first one. Apparently.
What? There was a first one? Wait.
Yeah, apparently.
There was
I think it was in like
first one?
22. I think 21 or 22.
And this would be
Another
like
live
4,
action.
not 2. What?
What? I didn't even know that there was a first one.
Yeah, no, hold on. Let me search up what Mortal
Yo,
Kombat.
they had a
1 came
whole
out.
reboot and I ain't know. That's crazy.
Another live action?
Yeah, Mortal
The
Kombat.
Oh,
very
God.
first one was actually good, and I kind of like the second one too. I didn't know they did a reboot.
Yeah, 2021. Apparently it
That's
sucked.
crazy.
Oh, it had the dude from John Wick? Aw, that doubly sucks. Because he was actually good in John Wick, and he was also in Endgame, apparently.
Who?
You
just said
the guy with the sword that fought Hawkeye.
Oh, him.
Yeah. He was in Rush Hour 3? Damn, okay. He was in all... The Wolverine?
And my man putting in that
Who the
work.
fuck was he in the Wolverine? Was he the
I'm in
samurai
every
guy?
movie.
Was he Silver Samurai, or was he somebody else? Who the fuck was he in Wolverine? Okay.
Man said you got a script, I'll take it.
Alright, well, cool. But coming out November 7th, this I'm actually really hyped for, especially since the last one was really good. Predator Badlands. This, I don't know if this is gonna be like after Prey or something, but considering that Prey was like really good, I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, Prey was really good. I do remember liking that.
I've got nothing much to say about it. Wicked 2's coming out, which I forgot to talk about that. I forgot to put a picture up there. November 26th, Zootopia 2.
Nice.
I don't know.
I-
It might be
I
like
mean,
Inside Out 2, but who knows?
I like the original Zootopia, so I'm
I
hoping that this is good.
I did not. I'm not a fan of the original Zootopia.
But-
I did not.
Really?
Something that
No.
you'll be happy about, Jake. Coming December 5th, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Oh,
Uh,
Well, that's a
God.
good movie.
the thing is that the first movie was mid, and I hope that this one is a little bit better. The thing that pissed me off is that they had 8 years to make that movie, so I was expecting something really good, and then they're like, "Yeah, it's just kind of mid." I'm like,
Yeah, they had
Like,
8
I
years to
waited
make
8
the
years
Flash
for
too,
this.
so...
but
The FNAF movie seems to get mixed reactions. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't like it.
What, the
Yeah,
Five Nights at Freddy's and the
Not
Flash?
really good,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Wait, okay,
that's
so who-
why I
Wait, so
say
who
it's
who
mid.
likes the FNAF movie here, and then who doesn't like it?
I didn't. I was mixed about it.
I was kind of let down about it. It was weird.
Yeah,
it wasn't funny. I don't know if it was trying to appease to like children or like to like horror fanatics. It was kind of like in a mixed bag of.
So
it's whatever your liking is at this moment while you're watching the film, but I just didn't know what it wanted to go be. Like
okay,
that's a very good assessment. I don't know what that movie was trying to do either, because they wanted to do like a composite version of FNAF where everything is kind of connected.
Yeah, I know.
But then it's like, bro, you need to make up your mind.
Yeah, and you know, when I watched the movie with my brother and a group of friends, they all had mixed opinions. One guy said I really liked it. One guy said I absolutely hated that. Joe and I were kind of yeah. Joe and I were kind of in the middle, so it was really divided amongst us. And there were like 7 of us there.
7 or 8, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was pretty evenly divided.
They made some good creative choices, but it just feels weird.
The thing is that I know they couldn't make it too connected to the games, but also like I'm fine with them throwing in different elements from like the books and the games and stuff, but it kind of just felt a little bit messy in my opinion.
It did.
They could have done a little bit better of appealing to a younger audience and appealing to the older audience a little bit better. But when they appealed to the younger audience, it just felt out of place compared to like some other scenes that were in there. And I'm like, okay, now they're building a fort now. Okay. And then the next scene, they're trying to kill you. Okay.
It's so fucking stupid.
Okay, there are other ways to show that those animatronics have children's souls inside of them. You could show them like trying to kill the adults and not trying to kill the kids. That's perfectly fine because that's what happens in the lore of the games and the books. But trying to make them seem a little bit cutesy when they're actually supposed to be terrifying, that's something I did not like from the movie.
Yeah, the animatronics were not animatronic
the thing is, you can show them as like misunderstood, but I kind of picture it like the Hulk. You can show him as misunderstood, but he has to be terrifying. And that's the same thing with these animatronics. You can show them as slightly misunderstood, but they have to be scary at least, and they weren't too much in the film. So I'm hoping for the second one, because they said that they were they heard the criticism for the first one, and they heard the things that people liked and didn't like, and they're trying to modify that for the sequel. I heard that they're trying to do. So I'm hoping it's better than the first. It rarely ever there are ever sequels that are better than the originals, but it has happened. But I am looking forward to it, but I'm just hoping because I have some time for this movie.
Yeah, like they might either pull a Sonic 2 or Sonic 3. They're either gonna have fan service galore or a fucking wedding scene, but we'll see.
God.
Well, the way they ended one, if I remember correctly, they basically set up FNAF 3 to be like the sequel.
Yeah,
the FNAF 3 game to be the sequel to the movie.
But so here's the thing.
Hopefully, they pull it off.
Here's the thing: is
Springtrap, Golden Springtrap, I think.
In the games, FNAF 2 was a prequel, so I don't know what they're gonna do with this, bringing in like the toy animatronics. And they confirmed it's gonna take place after the first one, which kind of surprised a lot of people because in the games, the second one was a prequel. But
like I said, like the way the movie ended, they didn't Afton get bodied by the animatronics, so they would have to do Springtrap Bonnie or whatever the rabbit.
And here's another thing, another gripe I have with the first one. So in the games, the character Michael Afton doesn't have a lot of characterization because you're just playing as him the first person. There's not a lot of dialogue. So I was hoping in the movie they make him much more of a character. But his performance seemed a little bit dry in the movie.
It was dry, and he barely fought the animatronics.
I kind of feel like I was looking forward to seeing what he was going to be characterized like, and then there's just like, he just sleeps all the time. I'm like, what? No,
it's a movie.
That's not what I wanted.
It's a movie based on FNAF. I'm expecting him to throw down with the animatronics. like doing like basically some Home
Like,
Alone
lock the
shit
door. Yeah.
with the animatronics, like setting up traps, closing the doors, like trying to throw them off. Like I was expecting some strategy, and
Yeah.
like we didn't
Because
get that.
That's like what in the games, like you have to look where they are, you have to shut the doors and stuff. We're playing audio, and that he's just like,
We did not get that.
I'm just gonna sleep and hope they don't kill me. that doesn't work.
Yeah, well, doors are open,
Chica doesn't come in.
vents open. I'm gonna just be asleep in the chair. Like what?
Right.
The Mario movie got it right because they gave us what we wanted. It was a simple movie and it catered to the fans. That's what most video game, if not all video game adaptations should be. It should be simple and a love letter to fans.
Yeah,
exactly.
The problem with FNAF is that its timeline is all kinds of fucked up. You got the book timeline, you got the game timeline, and I guess it's movie timeline now. And I guess Scott is trying to unify it and make it make sense as one linear thing, but like it's kind of like the Kingdom Hearts approach where you're just throwing things to the wall and seeing if they stick, and it's like, no, you have to have a cohesive plan for this shit.
The thing is, I think part of the reason is the fan base is that sometimes I think he is trying to tell a clear story and then people overthink it and then they think the wrong thing.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, and then they think that the wrong thing is canon, and if you disagree with them, they try to lynch you. You know, a lot of
That's whack. That is whack. I will give Scott that. He did try to like make things make sense over time, but because it didn't align with the fan theories, he kind of just like backed off. Because there was this whole thing in FNAF 4 with the box, but he never really revealed what was in the box, because if he did, everyone would riot. So he just like backed away from that plot line, and it sucks because he can't tell the story he wants to tell out of fan backlash.
Yeah, I know, and
That sucks.
now like whole game studio's making it, and they're trying to make their own story, and it's all just jumbled up now. So
Yeah, that's true.
But
And
I am hoping that this movie does better. I heard that they're making practical effects again, and as much as I said negative things about the first movie, there were some things I did like about the movie that I hope that they do continue into the sequel. Like the practical effects I did like, and them actually looking like they're from the game and not trying to redesign them. I do like that as well. And there were a few other things. It's in another podcast I talked about it. But I'm just hoping that they improve from the bad and make better the good.
yeah, but coming out December 19th, Jay might have something to talk about this, but I think it's just an overrated series. Avatar: Fire and Ash. Avatar 3.
Avatar 3. I don't really necessarily pay attention to like the Avatar movies. Sorry, excuse me. The Avatar movies. I just paid more attention to like the animated series on Nickelodeon. So that was like my go-to when it comes to Avatar. Okay. It was a fine series. I loved it a lot.
I'm talking about the one that James Cameron made, like the ones that are like.
That Avatar. I'm sorry.
That's a different animal.
That's a whole different animal right there.
People.
Oh, okay. Well, I love 1 and 2.
Avatar.
I love 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are definitely cult pop hits, going into cult pop classics. Can't wait for this one. I just want to go say, like, I want to go see what they do next. After part 2. Part 2 was by far like probably one of the best CGI movies of all time, in my opinion. I want to go see what they do next for this one. I really feel like this is gonna be probably like the final send off to like the Avatar movie franchise, because James Cameron really cares about. There's a fourth one?
Yeah, there's a fourth one. That might be the send off.
Oh, okay. The fourth one definitely should be sent off.
These franchises with the 4, and it's not satisfying.
I don't know.
I mean, dude. Like 1 and 2 were great. 1 and 2 were absolute masterpieces. So I want to go see what they want to go do with 3 and 4. So yeah, that's really all I can say about it. I think James Cameron's gonna go knock it out the park, like how he usually does. And I'm not even trying to be a James Cameron fanboy, but it's just like everything he touches really turns to gold. So
yeah,
I think you're looking for the term glazing.
Yeah. I think that this is gonna be me personally. I feel like this is gonna be like another knock in the park, but this is me just being like over enthusiastic, I guess you can say. So let's just see what happens with this. But I really feel like this is probably gonna be like a good winner here. So yeah, that's all I say.
And finally, this has not been confirmed as this has not had a confirmed release date, but it is coming out in 2025. The finale that I've been waiting for a long time, and by far the most anticipated thing of this year for me, Stranger Things Season 5.
Oh,
yeah. Fucking time.
About time.
Man.
About time. Yes.
Is it gonna release all at once, or they week by week in it?
Probably all at once.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, because I don't know if I could handle like the weekly thing. Like usually I'd prefer that, especially with like Better Call Saul and stuff. But I gotta say, just release the whole fucking show. I really want to see how this ends.
I'm binging that whole joint.
Yeah, I am gonna binge it the day it comes out. Like,
yeah, and just so you guys know, I'm gonna be completely off the internet that week it comes out, because I'm gonna be sitting in my living room or family room watching that entire show. So yeah, like I would love to see how this ends. Like I want to see how all these guys like end off their stories, like Hopper, 11, Max, Steve, all of these guys. I'm just like
Vecna.
really looking forward to it. Vecna, yeah, and I'm just like I really hope they knock it out of the park, because season 4 was by far my favorite season. I'm not expecting it to top season 4. I'm just expecting it to be good, and goddamn, I hope it's good. I'm really passionate about this show. It's like Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad's my favorite show. This is up there though. Like it's top 3 for me.
Joe, didn't we watch this before Breaking Bad, or did we watch Breaking Bad first?
We watched this, then Breaking Bad.
Yeah, this was like one of the first shows I actually really got like hooked on, like obsessed with.
Yeah.
And then I saw Breaking Bad, and then I got the same effect with that.
I gotta say, yeah, because I normally didn't trust Netflix shows, because I'm like, okay, maybe like same thing with like Riverdale. Like I saw like one episode, I'm like, okay, but
Riverdale was
But for like Stranger Things, like somebody was recommending it to me, and I fell completely in love with the show, especially since it was the 80s, the best era of television ever. I think
the 80s is amazing.
I'm like, okay, I'm kind of digging the show, because it's like a mixture between the Goonies, Star Wars, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, anything from the 80s that are like pop culture hits now, and it's just like they did a good mixture of nostalgia and like a fresh original story with horror, and it's just like it's a really well done show, and I'm really hoping to end it off well. And I did hear it might get a TVMA.
Nice.
Which
TVMA?
TVMA is rated R in terms of TV shows.
Really?
So
they get more than one F-bomb.
Oh man,
I don't know.
I remember.
We'll see.
I remember when the first episode came out. That actually scared the crap out of me. The disappearance of Will Byers. That episode.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw that. That actually did scare the crap out of me.
Right.
But then after a while, I had like a blank expression on my face when I saw like gross stuff in season 3.
Just like
I just had like a blank expression when like the mind flare was like,
Vecna scared me more than the meat flare. Let's be honest. Like Vecna scared the shit out of me.
Vecna's pretty fucking
No
good.
spoilers. Yeah, no spoilers for season 4 since Stefan hasn't seen it yet. Watch it, please. Seriously, like you're waiting way too long to watch it, but
you really are.
I think Stranger Things 4, like Vecna, I think was fantastic. He's literally like Freddy Krueger, but I'd argue probably a much more powerful version of Freddy Krueger. So
Vecna's a problem.
yeah. And before we end off, I just gotta say I missed an award from last week. I will go ahead and talk about that now. This actually has 2 contenders. Best Dance, which either is Deadpool and Wolverine or the Eggman duo in Sonic 3. Which one do you prefer?
The Eggman duo.
Yeah.
Wait, actually,
Eggman
Tasha
duo.
isn't here, so she isn't gonna convince you to vote for Sonic 3. I think it's Deadpool and fucking Wolverine.
Yeah,
Please, please vote for Deadpool. This is an iconic
Deadpool
dance
Wolverine,
scene.
because didn't Eggman already get an award?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
He got
did.
best
Deadpool
mustache.
Wolverine this time.
Hugh Jackman
They
got
were
robbed.
both funny.
Yeah, I know they were both funny, but Deadpool was funnier because like it's like a total Deadpool thing. He's like beating the shit out of, like, brutally killing all these TVA agents with Wolverine's dead corpse while dancing to Bye 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 by the fucking band. It's just it's perfect. It's even more perfect.
Yeah, I mean, but both were excellent, though. Both are really excellent. I really feel like the impact. I mean, this is Ryan Reynolds going against Jim Carrey at this point.
That's true.
Mhm.
It's hard to choose, bro. It's hard to choose.
I gotta give it to Deadpool.
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
keep
give
it
it to Deadpool because we already gave out an award to Eggman already.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Reynolds. I mean, if we're talking about, because he really made a big impression to, like, the opening scene. It was the opening scene, bro.
Yeah.
The opening
Yeah,
scene.
that
I'm
opening
gonna
scene
keep
was
it a buck with
fantastic.
you.
Killed that junk so much, bro. So
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think the Eggman dancing segments are beginning to be a little bit overrated.
Exactly.
yeah,
They're funny at the time, but they're also a little on the cringy side.
And they're a little bit forgettable. Like, nobody really wants to see Eggman dance. The Deadpool dance, people have been wanting to see.
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
feel like
people was
Tasha's gonna
wanting
pop
to
in
see a
any minute
Deadpool
now.
dance. It kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But didn't Deadpool dance to Bye 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 in the original movie?
No.
No.
No, he never danced.
No. He
Like,
never
he
did.
only danced in this one. No,
That was old.
I'll
Bye
tell you.
Bye Bye
I'll tell
No,
you
that's kind of why it's iconic, because he doesn't do this.
I'll tell you the three openings for the three Deadpool movies. The first one opens up with, like, the opening credits. It's a freeze frame of a car crash that happens later on in the movie, and, like, that's second place for me. I love that opening. The second movie's opening is him starting I think it's him laying on a bunch of fire barrels and just smoking a cigarette and then blowing himself up. That's funny too. And there's also, like, a funny montage opening. This one opens up with the Bye 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 dance and, like, him digging up Logan's corpse only to find out that he's dead. So, and then that's when the Deadpool Wolverine dance starts, and just a glorious opening. So those are the three Deadpool openings.
Yeah. I would definitely have to give it to Deadpool because I just feel like they had a better dance.
Going to Deadpool.
Jake, what about you?
Fine. Deadpool.
Yes. All right. Anyways, and also I gotta
Go ahead.
I did say that Gambit or whoever was the best cameo. I gotta give the. I mean, it might still be the best cameo, but for me, I'd say it's Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill in the Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Hands down, 100% on that one. I totally agree with you on that.
I totally forgot about it too because I rewatched that clip recently. I'm like, oh shit, they actually were in the movie. And yeah, so a little bit of context here. I did talk about it on a previous podcast, but I'll talk about it again. So sadly, we lost Kevin Conroy, who was Batman in the animated series in 2022, and he had a couple more roles. That, like, one in a shitty Suicide Squad game, and the other one is a cameo in a Crisis on Infinite Earths animated movie. And it was like it was a short scene. It has, like, literally nothing to do with the movie at all. It was just a simple fan service moment. But he was joined by Mark Hamill's Joker in the movie, and, like, they had, like, one last banter. And apparently there was, like, a little bit of a screw up with that scene because I saw the original scene. Apparently that wasn't Mark Hamill. It was some guy dubbing him. I think he might have been, like, a last minute inclusion because Kevin sadly passed away, and I'm pretty sure that Hamill wanted to jump on one last time as like a final goodbye for the Joker since he retired the role. But yeah, so they had one final banter, and I gotta say that is a hell of a way to go out, because like it starts off with like Batman on the balcony, like that iconic scene from the show with the lightning striking and all that, and then it shows Joker climbing up the balcony. Batman just kind of beats the shit out of him, and then Joker says like a little monologue like, "The end of the world, and you want to spend it with me, Betsy? I didn't know you cared." And it's just, like, Joker did that iconic laugh, and then Batman says like, "I care, Joker, about justice, and if it has to end, at least I'm going out like this, being Batman." And then he punches the shit out of Joker, and then that's the end of the whole universe. I thought that was like a glorious way to end it, and
like so that whole universe ended. They never got it back. It's just gone.
Yeah, it's completely wiped out. So yeah, that not only is the ending for Conroy and Hamill, but that's the ending for that whole universe, and I think that was the perfect way to end it off. So yeah, that
Wait, so
that
no
goes
more
with the
Batman?
best cameo. No more of that version of the Batman, but we're getting more of that. But it's just the animated series that's gone. So. But yeah, that was a glorious way to end that, and that to me is the best cameo. It's technically 2, but still, that to me is the best cameo. So yeah, but it could still be Gambit, I don't care. But so
Yeah.
with that, we are done. It's a bit of a shorter one. We were hour 17. Damn. And Stefan just left like that. Holy shit. But at least say goodbye next time.
Well,
Anyways,
at least that.
yeah, so that's about it for the podcast. Thank you guys as usual for stopping by, and thank you, Tasha. I see that you're in chat right now. I'm sorry you couldn't make it in, but thank you for stopping by, for like as much as you could. But next week is just gonna be back to normal. We're just gonna be talking about just movie news and stuff, anything we've seen in the past like month or two that we want to talk about. There's a couple of news that I'm really looking forward to talking about. One in particular that happened like a month ago that I have thoughts about for sure. But yeah, I forgot I have a Q&A, so let's just go ahead and answer these. So Daniel asks 2 questions. The first one is, I don't like the live action remakes, but I think people get so upset about those movies, even though you can still watch the old movies. Thoughts? I think they're right about it. I think they have the right to complain, because I think that the Disney live action movies are just awful, and like, as somebody who's been a former fan of Disney, I just expect better from them. So
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
It's not about whether you could watch the old movie or not, because I'll put it to you like this: there's 3, but there's 2 Doctor Strange movies. There's an animated version that came out pre-MCU, and there's the one that came out for the MCU. I personally prefer the animated version, because I feel like it delves more into Strange's character, and there's a lot more iconic lines and moments in that movie. The live-action MCU one is great, and I love it, but that animated one kind of gets to the crux of the character. The MCU version does not replace the animated version. I could go back and watch it whenever. But the thing is, there's a thing called erasure, and when you make The Lion King, and then you make The Lion King live action, and it's bad,
Yeah.
you kind of start attaching negativity toward the Lion King brand.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely.
There's 2 Doctor Strange movies, but both of them were good, so it don't really matter, because like Doctor Strange is still like up there. Multiverse of Madness notwithstanding, but I'm not gonna. The people who made that movie didn't watch WandaVision. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But
And then
when you create a piece of work, and it's attached to something that's already known and you don't do well with it, it really hurts the brand. Like, that's why all those Spider-Man, but not in the movie, Spider-Man movies that Sony make, they're like, it just hurts Spider-Man. Because, like, Like, why would I want to watch a Venom movie without Spider-Man? Like, Venom doesn't exist without Spider-Man putting on the symbiote suit. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, do better. Respect your IP.
It's just ridiculous.
It is.
But the second question is, I think Mission Impossible has the best stunts in movie history. Do you agree? I think so. It's because the rest of it's CGI. So.
Rush Hour like to have some words with you, but all right.
I think it's Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise had to climb up a fucking building for that, so, and had to hang off an airplane. I think those are more impressive than Jackie Chan.
Half the shit Jackie Chan did was crazy. He slid through like a mailbox in like a casino hall.
I mean, that was impressive, but imagine climbing on Burj Khalifa. So that's like one of the tallest buildings of all time. So that's a pretty impressive stunt right there.
That's impressive.
So Jake, what do you think? Do you think it's Rush Hour, or do you think it's Mission Impossible?
Ooh. Probably Mission Impossible. I don't know.
Yeah. Close second might be John Wick, because they actually fought in there. So and Keanu did his stunts. So, but yeah, I think it's I think Mission Impossible wins. But yeah. So that was a good podcast overall. Next week we'll be talking, like I said, it's just gonna be our usual shit. So it'll just be, I guess we'll do like mini reviews in the beginning where it's like, have you seen anything over the weekend or whatever, or like over the week that you've seen that's interesting or fun or just plain stupid. And then we'll just dive into some news that I'll find, and yeah, I'll just basically be back to the basics. Hopefully everybody will be there. If not, then just expect me and Jake. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys on probably not tomorrow, Monday for Mario Kart. So thank you guys again. See you guys next week.
All right. See you later.
Bye.